So here we are, back where we started, Rose Narrowboat Hire. Al and Peter had a lovely holiday on one of these. There's Nicky walking up just to do the little swing bridge up ahead. It's Thursday, the 26th of September. It's not a bad morning, the sun's out, but rain is around the corner. All the weather forecasts are saying that perhaps about 2 o'clock, rain! About 2 o'clock this afternoon we've got heavy rain coming in, so we're making headway. And we're still hoping for more up at Hawkesbury Junction this evening. But if the rain comes, we're stopping. You may be able to see Steve in front. We've just had the swing bridge there at Rose Narrowboats, and obviously I had to pick Nicky up. So Steve went past, and now we're following him. Making good speed, I would say about another hour, 20 minutes, something like that, to Hawkesbury, and the weather's holding up. And yes, the train track is going alongside us. Just along here we spent our final night with Val and Peter, and just down those steps there is a rather lovely aqueduct that we're cruising over at the moment, but you don't actually see it. But it was very nice to see. We also had a nice walk under that viaduct.
Got you in the tree.
Nikki and I were saying about this little footbridge that they put. You do see them quite often by the side of the old narrow bridges, but we don't like it. It looks like a cobweb or something. No, not really keen. We are quite pleasantly surprised with the weather. It's quite nice. The breeze is a little bit cool, but that's to be expected. It is the end of September after all, but it's really nice. We're enjoying it this morning. Not far to Hawkesbury. And I know everyone thinks it's just little Brindley here that gets on the roof. They all have a go, but this one's the calmer one. Aren't you, Boo? Boo! Where is he? Brindley, you're a good boy. Yeah, they all do get a go, but it just seems that when I pick the camera up, it's little Boo that's on the roof. But he is the calmer one. Biscuit and Bandit do tend to wriggle a lot, and they're quite a handful, to be honest with you. But we're trying to tame them down a bit. And on this bend it has been vlogged a lot. Very expensive old cars and vans. There's Volkswagens of all description. There is actually a Ferrari 2416, which is Nikki and I's favourite car, that's hiding away down there, but I'm not sure. It probably is a kit car. They are very valuable cars. There's a Volkswagen Beetle. And apparently the gentleman has been approached to try and sell some of these cars, but he doesn't want to know. But that's just hearsay. I don't know for sure. But I know it's very overgrown now, sadly. You can't really see them, but the T25 Volkswagen. There's an old bus pickup here. Beautiful. Cameo. Hi. And that lovely boat that just went past us was the boat that Peter and Val had on their holiday. I'm sorry, the sun's behind me, you can't see me, but that's best. We're just coming into Hawkesbury now. Now we have to go through the stoplight here at Hawkesbury Junction. There was no moorings free. Steve did get a mooring back there, but it's not ideal. It's on a bend, so we're going through the junction and then we're going to phone him if there's room for Moreland Rose when we get round there. We didn't plan on doing this today, but I suppose it saves doing it tomorrow. There's lots of work going on. Well, I don't know whether they're doing the work, but there's lots of work going on here at Hawkesbury Junction in this lock. And it is a stop lock, you know why. It's to collect tolls from one waterways to another, to the North Oxford and the Coventry Canal, because just up here at the junction we are going to be turning onto the Coventry. But it's quite an unusual lock, as it does have sill markers either end as well. It's only a drop of about 6 inches. Hawkesbury Junction is also known as Sutton's Stop, from a family that used to organise the coal barges here and the tolls. Lots of history in the junction here, but we have vlogged it, we've done it before, so have a look through the videos. Lots of history. And as we're coming out of the lock, it's just started to rain. Yuck. And just over to the port side you can see the white building, that's the Greyhound pub. Very popular pub on the waterways. It has recently changed hands. And here we go, turning on to the Coventry. Blimmin' heck, it's rained. At last, we are moored up in Hawkesbury Junction. We had to come through the junction. Steve's still on the North Oxford. We are on the Coventry now. But, thank goodness, all done. It rained like a good one. We went to the water point on the way through quickly, as we've done a couple... Let me just straighten that on the boat, that's it. As we did a couple of washes. So, because we've come through the junction, we wanted to get water. So when we move tomorrow, we've got water. That makes sense. Anyway, I'm going in now. I've took my coat off, it's in the back drying, so I'm going to go and dry the rest of me. We'll catch you when we move. Friday, the 27th of September. It's windy, it's rough. Nikki and I aren't feeling too good, but we are moving. We realise now time is against us. Winter's around the corner, or autumn. Very windy, horrible weather that can cause problems on the waterways. So we want to try and make headway, heading towards the Llangollen. Obviously, we're still moored up here at Hawkesbury, and it's a very busy morning, so we're looking for a gap, and we're off. And there's Steve just leaving the water point, and we're off. It's a very cold, windy morning this morning. Lots of boats have their fires lit, and soon you will be seeing some smoke coming out of that chimney just to warm the boat up. It's very cold this morning. Noticeably colder this morning, it really is. Steve lent us some kindling. We did just nip up to the shop. Unfortunately, they didn't have any for sale, so Steve had a bit left in a bag, so He's lent us some kindling and obviously we'll replace it. Yeah, Nikki and I are not feeling too clever this morning, so we're going to get the boat nice and warm for when we moor up. Hopefully at Hartsell, but if we're not up to it, we might moor up before. Morning! Cold! It is a bit. It's amazing how often it happens that when you're not feeling too good, when you get up in the morning, 5 minutes on the back, cruising, and it starts to make you feel alive again. I don't feel too bad now. I don't know what it is. I was talking to Steve as well this morning. He doesn't feel 100% this morning, but I suppose autumn or this time of year, it's quite common for these little bugs and viruses to sort of go round. But I'm feeling better now. Just had a nice cup of tea, so that helps. We're now approaching Charity Dock or Charity Wharf. It is a former coal wharf, very busy in its day with the transshipment area and everything else. But now it has been vlogged, but I'll let you make your own opinion. Yeah, it's certainly got everything. Well, it's still very, very windy. It's warmed up a little bit. The sun's trying to come out, but there are some threatening clouds up there. What's up with my teeth this morning? Just as we go under Bridge 15 to the starboard side is the junction with the Ashby Canal. Lovely memories were made up there a couple of weeks ago with Val and Peter, Nikki's mum and dad. It's a beautiful canal. If you haven't done the Ashby, you must put it on your list of canals to do. Although it is famous for being quite a shallow canal, so if you are deep drafted, you may have some fun. But it is one of our favourites. Absolutely love it.